lovelies. I was asked to break down why women speak Spanish and men speak German in so many words. And the simplest version I can explain it, or the simplest way I think I can explain it and break it down, is the way our brains are wired. Okay, so women have the amazing ability to think both left brain and right brain simultaneously. So left brain is logic, L, left logic. Right brain is emotional. Women have the ability to be both emotional and logic at the same time, which that's pretty amazing, but it also makes for a complicated individual because, well, some days I don't know if I'm gonna be more logical or more emotional. I don't know if I'm gonna approach this situation with emotion or with logic. Now, as a woman grows and matures, she can check her emotions. That's called emotional intelligence. We tend to kind of put emotions, control it to some degree, and everything is not, don't need a response. Everything, you don't have to have a clap back for everything. That's emotional intelligence. But women have the ability to think both emotional and logical simultaneously. Men do not. Men are not wired where they're using both sides of the brain at the same time. So either they're going to be emotional or they're going to be logical, not both. I've had, it's common that men who, cheat and do all the, horrible stuff to women, the women oftentimes say they can't take what they dish out. Well, because when they're in their feelings or they're in their emotions, they're not thinking logical. Like, we're thinking, okay, well, you did the same thing 2 weeks ago. They don't think that way because they lack the ability to, which means they process information a lot slower. Like that, like typically women can get to a process and get to a solution much faster because of our ability to think both left brain and right brain. Men have to process it. They have to take their time to think about it. So as women, we sometimes just gotta shut up and let them think. You know that 1998 computers, the AOL dial-ups. That's, yeah. You give it 5. You click 5 times, and you're like, dang, why this computer so slow? Well, it's still processing the 5 things that you told it to do. And if it crash or shut down, you got to restart it, right? Because you done froze the computer. The same thing with me. They, at times, you got to give them a couple days to process and don't say nothing else. And they gonna come back 2 days later. Like, you remember what you was talking about on Tuesday? It's Saturday. Like, you remember what you talking about Tuesday? Yeah, okay. Just go with it. Just go with it, sis. Just go with it. So we can't fault them for that. Just like they can't fault us for being complicated. As laid back and calm and low maintenance as I think I am, I'm still complicated as fuck. Okay, so it just is what it is. You take that up with God, Heavenly Father. He wired us that way. Okay, that's just who we are. That's the easiest way I can break it down. So y'all can stop having strange expectations that a man somehow is gonna be able to communicate with you or process information as quickly as you do. His brain ain't wired that way. And men, y'all can stop expecting us to be simple, or take the high road. Some days you don't know if you're gonna get emotional version or logical version. That's because mentally we're just complicated. You know, you gotta run with it, okay? And y'all let me know if that was helpful. Let me know what you think in the comments. If I was able to explain it and break it down, if it makes sense, if it's an aha moment, let me know. And I got other videos people have asked me to record as well, so I'll probably keep them coming while we're in quarantine season. I'll probably keep the videos coming for y'all. All right, peace out.